Hey everybody! Most people think editing pictures requires expensive apps, but that's not always true. In fact, macOS has some pretty impressive photo editing features built in. In today's video, I will show you how to edit images on Mac using native applications like Photos and Preview. So sit back and jump in. Before editing any of our pictures, we first need to clean up the clutter. There's nothing worse than editing a photo only to find duplicates later, and then you can't remember which one is the original. Thankfully, you can use a duplicate finder like Gemini 2 to quickly scan and clean up your photo library. Just download Gemini 2 from the link in the video description and install it on your Mac. Once it's installed, open the app and click the plus sign. Select your Pictures folder and click Scan for Duplicates. Gemini 2 will scan for exact copies and similar-looking images. When it's done, you can delete your duplicates just by clicking the Smart Cleanup button, or you can review the results and select the pictures you want to delete yourself. Now that you've got your library decluttered, I'm going to show you how to use the Photos app to edit your pictures. Open the Photos app and find the picture you want to edit. Select the image and click the Edit button in the top right corner. Next, we will go through the three tabs you see at the top: Adjust, Filters, and Crop. Think of the first tab, Adjust, as all the detailed edits you'd make to your picture. In the right sidebar, you can adjust things like the lighting and color, or even get more granular with white balance, curves, and noise reduction. If you're unfamiliar with these adjustments, don't be intimidated. Go ahead and play with them and figure out what you like best for your pictures. And don't worry about going too far. You can always click the Reset Adjustments button to put your image back to where you started. But if using all these adjustments is overwhelming for you, you might want to check out the next tab, Filters. Basically, they're presets Apple has bundled into the Photos app. Just choose which filter you like in the sidebar, and your picture will update in real time. Maybe you're just wanting to change the size or rotation of a picture. Then you want to click on the final tab, Crop. As you can guess, this is where you'd crop a photo. Just drag the corners until you get your desired framing. If you want to lock the crop into a specific aspect ratio, just click on the arrow next to the aspect and choose the ratio you'd like to use. You can also rotate your image by using the dial next to the picture, or flip it by clicking Flip in the sidebar. Once you're finished making all of your edits, just click the Done button in the top right corner. The second way you can edit pictures on your Mac is with the default app, Preview. Open the photo in Preview. You may need to right-click or hold down the Option key on your keyboard and click on the file. Go to Open With and then click Preview. Now that you have the picture open, I want to show you 4 editing tricks. The first trick is adjusting the color. In the menu bar at the top, click Tool and Adjust Color. You might be surprised at all of the adjustments you can make within Preview. Things like exposure, contrast, saturation, and temperature. But maybe you don't want to edit the actual picture. You just want to resize it. Maybe you want to use an image as a profile photo, and there are certain size limitations you need to meet. Again, in the menu bar, click Tools and Adjust Size. Then just type in the size you want. Preview can also rotate the picture for you. All you have to do is click the Rotate button in the top right of the window. It's the one that looks like a square with an arrow pointing to the left. But if you want to flip your image, you can do that by clicking Tools and then the direction you want to flip it. The last trick in Preview is cropping a picture. It's really simple. Just drag around the area you want to crop your photo, and you don't have to worry about getting it perfect the first time because you can adjust the blue anchors to your desired frame. Once you have that set, click Tools and then Crop. Or you can just press the Command K keys on your keyboard. Of course, Preview and the Photos app aren't your only options for photo editors on Mac. If you're looking for something that will give you a little more control, then you might want to look into either Adobe Lightroom or Adobe Photoshop. Photoshop might be a bit more intimidating if you're new to all this. It's more of a compositing app, and it may be overkill if you're just trying to make color tweaks. Whereas Lightroom is more of a professional level photo editor. It has an app for iPhone and iPad, so you can make edits on the go if you wanted. That being said, both the Photos app and Preview are fairly robust and offer a suite of powerful tools themselves. So the next time you want to edit pictures, try one of these default apps, and you might be surprised just how much you can do with them. Don't forget to head to our video description for a link to Gemini 2. And remember to subscribe to our channel so you can keep learning tips and tricks for your Mac. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.